We have all heard that Americans do not save enough. It is practically a cliche at this point. A thing financial advisors say in interviews, a thing your parents warned you about, a thing that floats vaguely in the background of every personal finance conversation without ever quite landing with the weight it deserves. Today, it is going to land, because we are not going to talk about the savings numbers in the abstract way they usually get discussed. We are going to translate them into days, into months, into what they actually buy you in real life. And when you see what the median American savings actually covers and what the average retirement account actually produces in monthly income, you are going to understand why not saving enough is one of the most polite understatements in the history of financial commentary. The Empower 2025 survey found that the median emergency savings balance in America is $600, not $6,000. $600. That is the typical American's entire financial buffer between their current life and a crisis. Let us translate that number. The average American household spends approximately $6,081 per month on all expenses, according to Bureau of Labor Statistics data. That works out to roughly $202 per day. At that rate, $600 covers approximately 3 days of normal life. 3 days, not 3 months. The standard financial recommendation for an emergency fund, not 3 weeks, 3 days, which means that the typical American household is not 1 month away from financial crisis. It is not 2 weeks away. It is 3 days away. A single unexpected car repair, a single medical bill, a single missed paycheck, any one of these events arriving at the wrong moment would push the median American household into debt without the reserves to absorb it. And 21% of Americans, 1 in 5, have no emergency savings at all. They are not 3 days away from crisis. They are already at the edge, held in place by the assumption that nothing will go wrong. The Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, the most comprehensive look at American household finances available, found that the median transaction account balance is $8,000. That covers savings accounts, checking accounts, and money market accounts combined. Again, let us translate it. At average household monthly expenses of $6,081, the entire median American liquid savings balance covers approximately 1 month and 9 days of normal life. Not a comfortable financial cushion. Not the 3 to 6 months that financial planners recommend. 5 weeks and 2 days. That is the entire liquid financial foundation of the typical American household. The mean, the mathematical average, cost is $62,410, which sounds reassuring until you realize it is dragged upward by a small number of households with very large balances. For every household with $500,000 in their accounts, there are dozens with under $5,000 pulling that average toward the top. The median is the honest number, and the median is $8,000. This is where the picture becomes genuinely difficult to sit with. The median retirement account balance across all American households is approximately $87,000 according to Federal Reserve data for Americans aged 55 to 64. The people in the final decade of their working lives, the average retirement savings is $271,230. Let us translate both of these numbers into monthly income using the standard 4% safe withdrawal rate. The median $87,000 retirement account withdrawn at 4% annually produces $3,480 per year. That is $290 per month in retirement income, on top of Social Security. The $271,230 average for those 55 to 64, withdrawn at 4%, produces $10,849 per year. That is approximately $904 per month. The average Social Security benefit for retired workers is currently approximately $2,013 per month, according to the Social Security Administration. Add the typical portfolio withdrawal to the typical Social Security payment, and the average American approaching retirement is looking at a combined monthly income of approximately $2,917 before tax. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the average retired household spends approximately $4,065 per month. That gap between $2,917 in income and $4,065 in expenses is approximately $1,148 per month, more than $13,000 per year, every year, for what could be a 20-year retirement. That is what the average savings position produces in the final decade before the average American retires. The savings rate that produced these balances is 4.4% of disposable income, according to Bureau of Economic Analysis data. That means the average American household is retaining less than 5 cents of every dollar they earn after taxes. Everything else, 95.6 cents of every dollar, is going somewhere else. Housing, food, transportation, healthcare, debt service, subscriptions, and the 1,000 other places money goes before anyone thinks about where it ends up. The structural reason this is so hard to fix is that the costs which consume the most income have risen the fastest. Healthcare, housing, and education, the 3 largest middle-class budget items after housing, have each grown significantly faster than wages over the past 3 decades. A household earning the same real income in 2025 as their parents did in 1990 has less money left over after meeting the same basic obligations because those obligations cost more relative to income than they once did. The savings squeeze is not primarily a failure of discipline. It is a structural consequence of a cost environment that has systematically outrun the income growth available to most households. This context matters because it changes what the solution looks like. The answer is not simply spend less coffee money. It is a deliberate renegotiation of the household budget, identifying which costs are fixed and which are variable, finding the margin that exists even in constrained household finances, and routing that margin to savings before it gets absorbed by the spending that expands to fill whatever room the budget allows. The median emergency fund, 3 days of normal expenses. The median liquid savings, 5 weeks and 2 days of normal life. The typical retirement account withdrawal combined with Social Security, $2,917 a month against $4,065 in average retirement spending. The personal savings rate that produced all of this, 4.4%. These numbers are traumatizing not because they represent personal failure. They represent something harder to change than individual behavior. A structural mismatch between what most people earn, what the basic costs of life require, and what is left over to save. Most Americans are not failing to save because they are undisciplined. They are failing to save because the margin is very thin, the pressures on it are enormous, and nobody sat them down at any point in their financial life and showed them clearly what happens when 4 decades of thin margins compound into retirement. What changes the outcome is not guilt. It is specific behavior started as early as possible and protected from the 1,000 small decisions that erode it over time. The savings rate that would materially change these outcomes for an individual household is 15%. The current national average is 4.4%. The gap between those two numbers, roughly 10 percentage points, is the distance between the retirement most people want and the retirement most people are actually building toward. If this video made the numbers real for you in a way they have not been before, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to feel this urgency personally. Subscribe if you have not already, and with that said, have a great day and see you in the next one.